Alright, brothers and sisters, it appears that we finally are seeing the first signs of a major alt season. We are seeing now Ethereum above 4,000 level, which is the first time since March of 2024, which is over a year. This also means Bitcoin dominance is on a free fall today, starting the major alt season that we've all been waiting for. So you want to pay attention to today's video. With no further ado, let's get into it. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing is financial advice. This show is for entertainment, some education, and hopefully finding God. Now, here in the green grass of the start of an alt season, things are looking much better than before. Now it is finally time for ETH to show its strength. We are now in the ETH phase of the cycle. In the alt season, in the bull market, Bitcoin stops rallying, then we see Ethereum going for it. And as I said, Ethereum goes somewhere above here, around this whatever top it's gonna top at, and this is when we see altcoins going crazy. And that's what makes this next move here the biggest, largest move we've seen so far since 2023, and we could pretty much replicate what we've seen in 2021 and 2017. And this is just the beginning. Mind you, some people are gonna be thinking, well, Ethereum now is at 4,000. I'm waiting for my coins to pump, my meme coins to pump. Their time is gonna come, and it's gonna come, and it's gonna be crazy. Now, I do think Ethereum is going between 6,000 to 12,000. It's a large target here. It could pretty much go pretty far here, and the reason being is that Bitcoin and the Ethereum ETFs. Ethereum ETFs now last days, $222 million in inflows and 461 million in inflows, and the reason is the expectations of rate cuts now down from 91% to 88%, which is still very high, to happen by September. And that's pretty huge because rate cuts means a lot of money printing. This is basically what started the 2021 alt season. After the lockdowns, the Fed started printing money, making it cheap, and altcoins started to go crazy, parabolic in 2021. We're seeing something similar play out. It's just that this time people are actually front running this narrative by starting to see ETH inflows. Now, these are not your retail buying Ethereum, those are the ETFs. Pretty much ETFs buying institutions. Institutions have their own risk metrics, they have their trading, they have their quant analysts, they have all them people to tell them it's safe to start aping into this, and that's what's causing this price to go up. It's not retail. And how do we know this? Retail is still fearful, probably chilling somewhere in the sun, not looking at cryptos at all. That's why altcoins are not really starting to move yet, but we're seeing slowly the signs. Now, we've got to be a bit more patient, but the confirmation of a major move is here with an Ethereum, with a strong Ethereum above 4K. We want to wait for Ethereum to make its major move first, which I do think now in the following week, that's what we're going to start to see more of now, which is Ethereum outperforming everything and Ethereum going for it basically. Now, if we look at the monthly charts here on Ethereum, it does show a very bullish picture. If I remove everything here, you can see this downtrend. These are monthly candles. We can see this downtrend from 2021, or like this downtrend here from 2021. We can see how we retested this. This is the monthly, right? And it's on August month, right? One of the not the best months ever for cryptos. It's summer, people are not buying, but as I said, these are ETFs. Now we have a different story. Probably we could see a very different bull market this time, or going forward with the ETFs, as ETH and Bitcoin could pretty much just keep rallying forever like that the stock markets do. But we can see here clearly that these monthly candles on Ethereum are just looking like they're ready to launch, somewhere like what we've seen previously here in 2021. We started to see Ethereum moving. Now it started to move and then went crazy. So this is just the beginning now, where people start to say, oh, it's gonna reject from here, this is not it, this is a bull trap. You can see a lot of fear in the market, right? It's still there. We're still seeing fear, which is very bullish. It tells me it's still going higher. Well, we could be somewhere here pretty much where start to see Ethereum start to make its real major rally. Now, if we add something like Dogecoin, which is a larger cap meme coin here, we can see when it actually started to show its major strength, it's way after Ethereum went above its all-time high, way after. So this is Ethereum above its all-time high, and 3 months later, on the third month, Dogecoin made a massive rally. That gives you an example, or it shows how this could play out here. Now, still today, Dogecoin is still just gearing up, not really caring about what's going on here. But because Dogecoin has no ETFs, wait for the retail to come in and for the market pretty much in general to believe that this is an actual rally. But in my opinion, I believe this isn't the actual rally, and as I discussed in the previous video, where ETH was still at around 3,500, that we are looking at an ETH going to above 4K within this weekend, which is happening now. And now Ethereum is at 4,200. So my belief here is that we're going to see Ethereum go above all-time high within this month. Not financial advice. Within this month, we could see Ethereum above its all-time high, printing those major candles. Then we start to see the move towards altcoins. But that would be indicated like something we've seen with Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin here. So Bitcoin went above its previous 2021 high, went there, and then started to stagnate around it. And then we've seen the push up by Bitcoin and still pulled back. Then on the second leg here, that's when we actually started to see Ethereum move. So we could see something similar where Ethereum actually goes around its all-time high, breaks it, and then starts to trend again around it, then push for it, second drop, and then on the third pump here, that's when it starts to stall, and that's when the rotation happens to other coins. And that's what we see in the money rotation chart, where you see Bitcoin, money goes from Bitcoin to Ethereum, then from Ethereum to altcoins, and altcoins to mid caps, low caps, and it creates this frenzy like in 2021 until we see rocks, images worth millions of dollars. So pretty much this whole thing could happen within a few months here, leading us toward the end of the year. We could see something similar play out, or as seeing the strength of Ethereum here, we could just see Ethereum blast through its previous all-time high with a massive monstrous candle, and then pull back, and then make the next pump where it starts to actually drag altcoins with it and start the real rally. But we've seen as well Dogecoin do that, or Dogecoin started to rally while Ethereum was on its way up. So we could see pretty much also something similar where Ethereum is printing those monstrous green candles, and on that second to third month we see Dogecoin just out of nowhere started to pump. So it's not really about seeing a pullback happen, but a confirmation where people believe that's it. And that comes from FOMO, where people start to believe that they missed out, which is, mind you, just a few months back, people were looking at Ethereum at 1,400 and altcoins down and thinking that's it, it's over, it's the bear market, we got trapped. And they were hating on Ethereum, and that hate all translated into a pump. That's also a very good lesson here, where buy the hate and sell the FOMO. So hate is pretty much very bullish when we see that at the bottoms, when people hate something. And just the point is here, you can see how people are sidelined. Nobody believed this now. Nobody bought the dips here, but a lot of people did not. And these people are still sidelined. Who is buying? ETFs. ETFs are buying, institutions are buying. So most of even crypto people are not buying because they believe this is not it. Still a lot of fear in the market, which tells me this is just going higher, which even creates a bigger snowball effect into altcoins that can go even crazier. So for me here, I'm just looking at this. This is a major confirmation that we're heading towards a major alt season here. And congratulations if you stuck around here. A lot of people left. A lot of people did not believe this is gonna happen. A lot of people felt alt season might never happen. In fact, I'm pretty sure today someone on the comment section will comment, alt season will never happen, just give up, bro. You can see some of those people all along. I remember even when Pepe was a $200 million market cap, people were hating on it, thinking it is not gonna pump, missing out on a 50x. So it is much better to just follow the trend and understand the 4-year cycle, understand what usually happens. I'm pretty sure a lot of people did. A lot of people stuck around, and thank you guys for sticking around as well. So things are simple for me. I'm holding my coins, I'm holding my low cap memes as well. I'm waiting for that major rally to happen because I know these are gonna be the guys to actually get most of that liquidity. Because what do people do when they miss out on Ethereum? What do people do when they miss out on Bitcoin? They either wait for Bitcoin to crash to 10K, which will never happen, and they will understand that it will never happen. They will wait for Ethereum to crash again to 1K, which will never happen, or at least not anytime soon, because it just came out from there. And now, not anytime soon, it's just gonna keep doing this. And while it's doing this, people will understand they missed out. That's what we've seen in the previous cycles all the time. When they do that, they start to buy altcoins because that's about it, right? They've missed everything almost, and that starts a crazy alt season where every chart that looks like it's done starts to revive and starts to pump out of nowhere because people, well, they missed out. And that's what starts an alt season. Now, so far, the Bitcoin dominance is not looking good, bruv. Bitcoin dominance started to drop now. It's starting to drop, but it has not really broken the trend line. But this is it. I do believe this is the drop that will lead it to a actual drop that will cause an alt season like we've seen in 2021 here and 2017. So now it's just starting. It has not broken this major uptrend here yet, but I do think this is it, as I repeat that. And once this crashes and starts to drop lower, now I do believe with the rate cuts coming soon by next month, that would cause Bitcoin dominance to even crash further. And what causes this to actually start to drop now is the ETH BTC, because it's just a reverse Bitcoin dominance. So look at this now here. Look at this Bitcoin dominance going crazy here. And since this previous bottom here, this was spot on with the RSI. If we look at the RSI on the weekly, usually it's a very good indicator if things are bottomed. You can see that's how I mark the bottom. Now back in 2019, when RSI went red here and to the lowest part on the weekly charts, that was the bottom. And recently now in April of 2025, red here, that was the bottom for the Bitcoin dominance, or for the ETH BTC. That was the bottom for the ETH BTC, and we can see it now going crazy. Now this is a weekly candle for the Bitcoin, for the ETH BTC. Pretty much could close now. We're in the weekend, pretty much could close just like that. Now this is confirming we're starting an uptrend on the ETH BTC here. Could see something like similar like that, and then this final push up. Now this final push up as well on the ETH BTC, that means Bitcoin dominance is on a free fall. This is also the alt season here. So everything is going as planned. I'm being patient. I'm waiting for the markets to tell me otherwise. For now, the markets are telling me very bullish things, and I'm seeing Ethereum very bullish, and I'm just waiting for the rotation to happen, like I've waited from it to happen from Bitcoin to Ethereum. Now we're just gonna have to wait for it to happen from Ethereum to altcoins, and then we see altcoins going crazy. And congratulations once again, guys, for staying around. As you can see, this is pretty big. This is very exciting. This is it, right? It's showing us exactly what we wanted to see. Ethereum breaking above 4K with strength, 4K 200 now. Something we have not seen since March of 2024. This is as big as it can get. Now, really telling the market you were wrong, especially the people that were bearish, you were wrong here, and that the market is moving way higher. And that usually leads to a very, very major alt season. Anyways, guys, wish you a very good day. Thank you so much for watching today's video till the end, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.